What's up, everybody? Welcome to 3D Rivals, your first line of defense against stupid movies. My name is DJ, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, my sister Dorian.
What's up?
And my brother Derek.
What's up?
And today, we're going to be talking about Taken. I almost did it, but I'm not.
Okay.
I'm
glad. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
He could have did it.
Nope.
No.
Because he was going to say it wrong. Because y'all been saying it wrong
Yeah,
for
we have been saying
20
it wrong.
years.
I don't know who you are. You don't know what you want. If you want a ransom, I don't have very much money. But I do have is a very particular set of skills. That's the right way, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Thank
Yes.
Yes.
And he was like, I will find you. And I will kill you.
I will kill you. That's abbreviated. But...
Yeah.
So, yes, Taken. Now, this is my first time seeing Taken. I know, all surprised.
I don't know how this is your first time
That
seeing it.
should literally be impossible to
Whatever.
make sense.
I know, my wife's the same thing. How is it? Look, I didn't watch movies, apparently. Okay, this is why I have this podcast now.
But all you did was watch TV.
Yeah,
I didn't watch movies. I watched TV.
Okay.
See?
We're not even sure what you watched on TV.
I know. Actually, I probably just played Sonic. Who knows? So, anyhow, this is with Liam Neeson.
Mm-hmm.
Famke Janssen. It wasn't that the wife.
Is that how you pronounce her name?
I'm not sure.
Okay, but yes, that was the
Is it
wife.
Famke?
I thought
I don't know if you pronounce the K or not.
The K is silent?
We know Jean Grey.
Yeah.
And then I don't know who the daughter is. I'm pretty sure
She has been in other stuff.
Okay. I'm pretty sure her friend Amanda is the girl from Arrow.
Which girl from Arrow?
Laurel.
Yes, it is. I just clicked on it.
Laurel Lance.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, Black Canary.
She was really young in this movie.
She was actually 19.
Well,
Unlike,
I know. I was like, she is not 17.
oh.
clearly 25. Clearly.
I was like, she doesn't even look 17. Come on now.
Which doesn't make any sense. Why not just hire someone that was 18?
That's true. You could have just hired an 18-year-old. I don't know.
Slightly off topic.
Maybe they didn't find one.
The actor that plays Laura Lance,
What?
she was the main girl in When a Stranger Calls.
Really?
Really?
Yes. Oh, never knew that.
Okay.
Yeah, the first movie she ever played in.
Interesting. She had a lead role?
She was
The girl, the person talking on the phone to the stranger.
yeah.
Wow, first movie she was ever in had a lead role. All right, this is an interesting fact, and it has nothing to do with Taken. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to Taken, all listeners. But speaking of, do you know that this latest movie Zendaya's in is her first lead role? It was Challengers or something like that.
Wow.
That doesn't surprise me.
Which seems insane to me,
'Cause
considering
she's so
her star
popular.
power and like how many big movies she's been in. But yeah, she's been a supporting role in all of them.
That's
Wow.
it's not as surprising.
I don't know, for Zendaya, I think it's surprising.
Yeah,
Okay.
because she has made a lot of money being a supporting actor.
Yeah. I mean, in the movie, when I say
Yeah,
because
in the
obviously,
movie.
like,
Yeah, she
before,
has lead
she's
role
the
in
lead
TV.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
interesting. But okay, back to Taken.
Mhm.
Yes.
All right, so we have Liam Neeson, who was playing Brian, who's
Yes.
ex-CIA.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's like just he's retired, trying to gain back time with his daughter, I guess.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I guess he was out a lot.
Yeah.
Which is why he's divorced and whatnot.
But what I thought was interesting with that, though, but he always made a point, no matter what was going on, to be there for her birthday.
Right. And I had a point of like, okay, so the ex-wife is being extra bitter and petty.
Yeah.
Super.
I'm
I got that. Yep.
But I was like, but no matter where he was, he came home for that. So it's not like he was completely gone.
Right.
Like,
I did dislike these trope in movies, and I don't know, it could be a real life thing that happens, but it's like
yeah, it could be.
like it's like a special event, like their birthday. You can't be here.
yeah.
And it's like, yo, come
Right.
on, man.
Yeah.
But then on the flip side, you will talk about the person not being in their child's life, but then
Exactly.
you won't allow them to be
Like,
in
so
their
which
child's
one
life.
is it, right?
Yeah.
Either I'm not welcome because you're
Yeah.
never around, but now that I'm around, you don't want me here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well,
he
you
was
can have it
like,
both ways.
I have never missed her birthday.
Yeah.
So why would I not be here now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he obviously had a good relationship with his daughter.
Yes.
But I just think the mother was mad because despite her trying, the daughter could still love her father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, whatever
'cause
little time she did
She was
have.
definitely trying hard.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because one, I don't know. I feel like they were flaunting their richness real hard.
Yes.
Oh, store rolling up with the horse? I'm like, bruh, you know
Yeah.
exactly what you were doing. Like, you bought her a karaoke machine? I'm like,
Right.
And
She wants to
seemed
be a
happy with
singer.
it.
She was very happy with it.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, y'all.
No, I was like, I took it as like, okay, she really wanted a horse.
I mean,
And she
obviously,
probably
you're
wanted
really
that
more
more.
excited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the bigger gift. But I didn't take it as where she disregarded her father's gift either.
No, not at all. But I just
Mhm.
feel like they did that because they know they was going to one up him, right? Because
Yeah.
Brian not coming up there with a horse. Whatever
Yeah.
gift he give her is going to be something reasonable or whatever.
Right. And then she's 17, right? And it was like, oh, well, we have it where the kids are on this side of the house and the adults on this. And I'm like, you acting like this is a bunch of 60-year-olds jumping around in a bouncy house.
I was wondering about like that whole thing, and I was just like, did the writers of this have kids? No kids? Ever been with a kid?
Right.
I don't know. This seems like some real rich people stuff. I
It
feel
could
like they'll
be.
really do stuff like this.
But the way
Yeah.
they worded it, it made it sound like there was a
Yeah.
birthday party for a 10-year-old
Right.
Yeah,
and not
Yeah.
someone who's an adult.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was surprised when she came out
Yeah.
as a 17-year-old. I was like, oh,
Yeah, because they was like, we'll show you where all the kids is going to be. And
Yeah.
I was like, and I was just
Yeah.
like.
And then it was
she's
like, we're not having her open gifts yet because we don't want the kids to feel a certain type of way.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
with the other
overly grown
teens.
people.
yeah.
Like, they're probably going to be between the ages of 16 and 19 at this party.
Yeah.
Right.
Bruh. No one cares about this.
Yeah. I was like, this interaction is weird.
So weird. I'm convinced the writers have never met a teenager.
A 17-year-old, right? Well, since that we had a 25-year-old acting
Right.
like a 17-year-old.
Well, they were being real extra anyway.
Mhm.
With that, which whatever, he got to give his gift to his daughter. She still appreciated it,
Mm-hmm.
which is great. And then the movie gets right into it. This movie, like, the pacing is
Yeah. Well, it's a short
Pretty
movie.
good,
It's an
yeah.
hour and a half.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
wastes no time.
yeah.
Yep.
So he does a job as a bodyguard, whatever. You know, she wants to be a singer. It was for a singer, so he kind of got an inroad there. Because someone tried to kill the singer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
But
reminded
man,
me of The Bodyguard.
Yep. That's exactly what I was thinking of.
It reminded me
Yeah.
of the movie The Bodyguard.
Mhm.
Sidebar, I
Mhm.
guess. There was actually this one girl, sad story. I like listening to like true crime stuff.
Mhm.
But she was like an up and coming singer. Like she started off on YouTube and then she like opened for Selena Gomez or something like that. So
Mhm.
like, you actually making inroads, right?
Mhm.
And then she had like a concert and one of her followers was like stalker obsessed with her and killed her at the event. So yeah, stuff like this does happen.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It is, which was sad.
Yeah.
So thankfully Liam Neeson was at this one
Hmm.
and she didn't die.
Yeah. He beat the ever loving snot of that man.
Yes, he did.
With ease.
So but moving on from that, okay, let's talk about this Paris trip, right? So it comes that his daughter wants to go to Paris.
Mhm.
And her mom's all for it. One, they don't even talk about it when like they just throw it on him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, hey, you have to sign a paper
Yeah.
because since she's a minor, to leave the country, she needs both parents
Yes.
Yes.
to agree on it.
Yes.
Makes sense. I'm taking my
Mhm.
kids out the country.
Yeah.
So, thing is, she's going alone or with a friend.
Yeah.
She's going with her friend.
and her
and they-
friends' cousins were
They were supposed to
there.
be staying with their cousins.
With her cousins. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Her mom acting like he's tripping. Now,
Yeah.
I get he is being a little extra because of his CIA background.
I got that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is being a little extra. But I'm like, no, I think his cause for concern is real. You're sending a 17-year-old.
Yeah.
You like don't act like she's grown. I mean, like
Unsupervised.
I get that she's like about grown age.
But she's not grown.
Mentally going out of the country by yourself, I don't think you're there.
Right. Even if she was 18, I'd be like, I don't want you to go, but you're an adult, so you could do whatever you want to do.
I would be trying to tell you not to.
I would be like, I would be doing everything to convince you that this is not a good idea.
Yeah.
But
oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm like, this was a extremely bad idea. You're not talking about her going to Canada somewhere like just right there for you.
Yeah.
She's going overseas by herself with like no connect. If something happens, who is she going to talk to? Who's she going to call?
Yeah, like that's huge. And then I was thinking like she's telling him you're being paranoid and overprotective, but I was thinking like even without the CIA job, it's normal for a person to say, "Call me when you get there."
Yeah.
Let me know when you make it.
Yeah, when you land.
Yeah. And like I do that now for my friends and family.
Yeah.
And I don't care. We're overly grown, and then be like, I want to make sure that you landed. So when I hear about a plane crashing in Mexico, I know it wasn't your plane.
Right.
Like I want to do. I got friends now, but like, all right, I travel a lot. Text me when you get there.
Yeah.
Because it matter because anything can happen.
Yep.
So like, yeah, that wasn't. I'm like, this is an extremely bad idea, and the mom just acting like
like he's being ridiculous, and I just feel like it goes back to her just being petty for the sake of being petty.
Yeah, and then it turned out it was a lie.
Right.
She wasn't staying in Paris. She was going to be traveling across Europe,
which is even worse than just letting her go to Paris.
Following a rock band.
Yeah.
So now it's just like, okay, it's sketchy characters across the board now.
Yeah. Like, extremely bad idea. And then I want to put this out here. Now, this movie, when did this movie come out?
2008.
All right, so I don't know what the travel advisory for France was in 08. But today, it's a level 2. Right? It's not just I know we think like France, it's a major country, first world, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Just because it's a European country, a major European country, doesn't mean that it's like freely safe to travel. U.S. travel advisory is like, yo, it's not that safe.
Yeah.
Well, even if it's not, I think it's more difficult to have a minor and her friend who's barely legal.
Yeah.
Traveling across Europe, like that's okay.
Yeah. They said her friend was 19, like that was a big difference.
Yeah, and I just feel like as a mother, you would think you'd be more concerned.
Yeah.
And like, she needs to learn and travel. Do that when you're 20.
Yeah.
25. I don't care. But at 17, you don't need to do that right now. You're not even out of high school. You can't even drive.
Yeah. And that's why I'm glad that she did have like a relationship with her dad. Because it was more so of her mom blowing it out of proportion. Because it was like, initially, like, his daughter did get upset, like, okay, you're not going to let me go. That's kids across the board. But she still respected her father enough, that loved him enough that when he set the parameters. So, like, when she got there, of course, forgot to call. But and then her friend was like, oh, I lied about my cousins being here. They're away. Now she's concerned.
Yep.
Because now she's like, okay, now it's just me and you.
Yep.
Me and you traveling across Europe.
Yes.
Teens.
Yeah.
Teens. I get that one's an adult, quote unquote, and one's almost an adult, quote unquote.
That's dangerous for two adults.
It's dangerous for me.
Yes.
I would say it's dangerous for a lot of reasons. And 99% of the time, nothing would happen to them. But it's still not a good idea to just, like, this is not good. You're traveling like Spain and Germany and stuff, like that's not cool, especially like, and Amanda knows she wouldn't agree to it. That's why she lied to her.
Yeah, because then she wouldn't have went.
No, because I'd have been like, I don't know about this trip.
So Amanda, obviously not that smart.
Nope.
No,
obviously not that smart. So they get off the plane, first thing they do is talk to some random guy.
Yep.
And like, oh, Oh, he's cute. Blah blah blah. We'll take the taxi with him.
So now he knows where you stay.
You get out. He walks you to the place you stay. You tell him what floor you're staying on. You tell him you're staying without anyone else there, just the two of us. I'm like, all this information you giving to this stranger.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely.
You don't do that here.
You don't do that anywhere. Like, anywhere. I'm not telling you nothing about me.
Nah.
If I tell you something, there's some half truths in there.
Like, yeah, I'm just.
I stay with 15 people.
Yep. Yeah. I got 5 brothers.
Right.
Oh my goodness gracious! I know she
me.
didn't just volunteer all that information.
And then I'm like, yeah, we gonna go to a party with him. You don't know this man,
right?
Yeah, you don't know him at all.
Why would I go to a party and I am not going to a party to someone I just met off the street?
Yeah.
Just now.
What if
I will say
when you get there?
And I was like, he even slipped up, and it was just like she didn't catch it. But he even went as far as what floor you stay on.
Yeah, and she just gave
I have gotten dropped off by Uber and Lyft, and not one time be like, "Oh, this is a nice apartment. What floor you stay on?"
Right. My thing is, why would I answer?
Yeah, nah.
First of all, like, you're like, we can share a taxi, but we both get off at the same location.
Right.
Bro, you weren't going to this address.
Right. Yeah.
So, like, no.
Walked them to the door.
So, as it turns out, yeah, like I said, this movie moves at
a very quick pace
because immediately they start getting kidnapped. I'm like, oh, okay. It's moving. So it happens that Brian called his daughter. She answered the phone this time, and they were on the phone when the kidnappers when they came there, which is where we get the meme line.
Yes.
Yeah.
But actually very smart. He's like, look, you're gonna get at this point there's nothing we can do, so you're gonna get taken.
Yeah.
But it was very smart. Like, hey, just yell out identifying information so that I can hear it.
Yeah.
Which was...
It was smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
And she did it.
Yeah. Yeah, because he said, let them take you. Because it was like fighting probably was like either you're going to get hurt or they're going to kill you.
Well, it's
trying
more
to fight
important
back.
for her to tell him who he's looking for.
Yep.
So that's who's like, concentrate.
Yeah.
I need to know everything about them.
Yeah.
And she did it.
Man, if he was not her father...
Oh, she'd be...
Oh, she's
done
lost.
deal.
Just as dead as Amanda.
Yeah.
Yes. Who we find dead later.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And so he goes on his rampage and like, they find the phone and he's like, that's where he's like, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want, but I will find you and I will kill you. And he did that. Yeah. He found them and he killed them.
Yes.
I was like watching this movie. I'm like, okay, he did exactly what he said.
He wasn't playing.
Yeah, no, he wasn't playing at all. Yeah. Very smart. Very smart. He took his time. It's like he took his time, but he was also quick.
Hey, he only had 4 days, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who gave him the 4 days?
His friend that he called to get the information about, and that's when he told him about the Albanians and how typically when this happened, after 96 hours, you won't be able to find her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was like either they die or they change hands a couple of times, whereas now it gets to someone where you don't know who that person is that has her now.
Yeah. So, yes, obviously this was a big trafficking ring. And the guy at the airport is just like, he just picks up people from the airport.
He's the spotter.
Yeah, they say it's a spotter.
Just a random, like, oh, well, today I'm grabbing another girl from the airport.
It takes a certain kind of psychopath to look for women to kidnap.
Yep. And apparently the taxi driver is on it too.
No. Taxi driver.
The taxi driver wasn't in on it.
Oh, that dude was just
like
another
guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who he got taken out quickly.
Yes.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. And then obviously the French police are kind of looking the other way here, which look the other way on some marijuana sales or something like that. Like, I'm gonna need you not to look the other way on trafficking.
Yeah.
But it's all about money.
Man, come on. You can't pay me. You cannot pay me to be like,
yeah.
Hey, it's okay to just, sell this human.
Well,
it's always okay when it's not them.
What I'm saying,
or their
the
family.
The guy said at the end when he's like, "I understand how you feel. I have a daughter," and I'm like, "Then how could you do this to someone else?"
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. How can you have kids? Like, yeah, if you have kids, how can you? Yeah. That's what made me upset about his friend in the police force or whatever.
Yep.
Because he's like, you're making a mess here in Paris. I need you to go. Yeah. And I'm like, yo, bro, I'm here trying to find my daughter.
Yeah, and you're not even helping me.
Nothing to help. Like, you could have done even the littlest bit to help him out.
And then he had 2 kids of his own.
Yeah.
And it's just like, whatever. I'm like, what if it was your kids?
Yeah.
Would you not be fighting to find? I don't know.
I really don't know.
Because at first I thought like he was legit. Because he was like, I understand where you're coming from, but you got 6 people dead now. They
were criminals.
Yeah,
I mean, I get you're making a mess and you can't have that because you need people to come to your country, which I get. And I'm like, well, maybe if
I don't want people coming to the country to be sex trafficked.
Well, what I was going to say is like maybe if you helped him out, he wouldn't be going on a rampage.
Right.
True. Give him some police resources.
Right, because he never did say, well, like, okay, we need someone so we can prosecute someone, but you're killing them all. He was just like, you making a mess in the country because you have killed all these people.
Yeah.
So it's just like, all right, well, now your concern is just on how the optics look, but you're not trying to hold anyone accountable for these crimes.
Well, I would like to think that once a foreign government found out, like, hey, American been kidnapped in our country, they might help look for it.
They should.
I feel like they should.
Yeah.
I mean, I do feel like now jumping to the end, we'll go back through everything. I feel like it was realistic with him coming back because I'm like, all you had to do was go to the consulate. I don't think there will be a lot of argument between France and the U.S. because if France tries to go like, oh, well, he caused all these issues and all this happened, and he explains his daughter was kidnapped in a trafficking ring that was being covered up by the French government.
Yeah.
I think you're good.
So you think the French government will just be like, just get out?
No, pretty much.
Yeah, they would tell them to just leave. Yeah.
Because what the optics on that is bad.
Yeah. Okay. To save their image, they'd be like, we'll keep this under wraps.
Just leave.
If you just leave.
Which is why the one cop kept trying to like just get on a plane and go.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Okay.
Because the optics of it is bad. Yeah. So, I mean, like, obviously if they could catch him, they could catch him. But once if he gets to the embassy.
Yeah.
And I don't think the U.S. is turning him over. So
probably not. He knows.
No, he's not because he's former CIA.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they're not going to turn him over because they're worried about secrets.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Realistic
that I think he gets sent back home.
Okay.
Yeah. So the dude at the airport gets killed because he tried to run away. And he thinks he gets away.
Liam Neeson didn't kill him.
No, Liam Neeson didn't kill him. But he thought he got away, but he was also standing in the middle of the street.
Yeah. So I do like how they put everything together. Like everything kind of linked one to the next, right?
Yeah.
So he found out about the spotter because he went through their phone and the cameras and stuff. And he saw the picture and he saw the guy's reflection. Now, movies need to stop doing this. Okay, you cannot enhance a picture and be like, "Oh, we can see it." Now, if it's blurry, it's blurry.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not. They always do that, and then he did it on some kind of photo kiosk thing in the middle. It's definitely not doing it.
Yeah. At least it's off a Polaroid.
Yeah, and the more you zoom in, the worse that picture gets.
Yeah.
Unless you got a really good camera.
Like, okay, the last... I'm like, if it looks like a blob small, when you zoom in on it, it's just going to be a bigger blob.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not going to enhance the person's face.
I'm like, it's not very believable when you're doing it on a CIA computer, but now definitely not. I'm like, he did not do this on this computer.
Yeah. But he was able to figure out what Peter looked like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's where he found him.
At the airport.
Yeah. And then But he dies. I forget how he gets the next link though.
He
Oh,
hired a translator
Oh yeah.
and
And-
went to I
a
guess
popular
prostitute area.
prostitute.
Yeah. So since he knew the
street.
Albanians were
Mhm.
dealing in this, he went there.
Yeah, because he was watching for Albanians, and
Yeah.
he saw that it was Albanians in that area, so he stayed there, singled out a girl,
Yeah.
tried to act innocent, but like kind of like
Well, he purposely got himself in trouble
Yep.
with, the leaders, or the guy comes out so he
Mhm.
can plant a bug on him or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he gets it translated
mhm,
from them, which leads him to the construction site
Yes.
yeah.
where they just got the girls all there, all drugged up and stuff.
I gotta ask, what guy is going to this?
I don't know. People are though.
People are.
This isn't just written, made up. I think the saddest part of this movie is like
There's
this
some
actually
realism. Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm just thinking like these girls are comatose.
yeah.
Like
That was my thought
it's
as
just,
well.
What are you getting out of this?
I
I
have
don't
no
know,
idea.
but they do. There are some sick men.
They go. They go.
Yeah, yeah. Because it wouldn't exist if there wasn't.
I mean, I know, but looking at that scene, you're in this weird construction trailer,
That-
basically.
That
And
it
all of
looks disgusting and
Yeah.
dirty.
All of those girls are drugged to
Mhm.
just an inch of their lives, and I'm looking
Yeah.
at this as like, and you're paying to be here.
Yeah.
I don't
Nope.
get it.
Nope.
But I mean, I know it exists. I just still be like, just why?
Yeah. No.
Yeah. So one of the girls had his daughter's jacket, so he
Mhm.
takes her out of there to
Right.
figure that out. Now, I know it's nothing he could do, but I'm like, man, it kind of sucks that it's like, okay, you got to do all this to find your daughter, but like
What
the
about
rest
the
of
other
these girls are still there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would have been nice if someone would have like, I don't know, called someone to help these girls out.
Well, apparently the police aren't going to help. So
There's some cops in there. Okay, so that guy, John Claude, wasn't going to help, and I guess Macron was also, but someone somewhere would have been able to step in.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like, whoops, can't help you.
Mm-hmm.
And I get, hey, he's singularly focused, but it would have been nice if someone would have helped those other ladies.
Yeah, because one girl got shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just stepped in front, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, well.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
she's dead now.
Yeah. I felt like that part of the scene just showed on like how they feel about him. Because it's like with the translation, and I mean I understand it's cold, but it's like also some meaning to it where it was like, hey, they're saying that they're having an issue with their new merchandise.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
like, yeah, they treat them like, this is just money. This
Well,
is just
yeah.
product. Like, so it's just like,
If you
okay.
actually think of them as human, you can't
Well,
do
I
it.
mean,
Can't
Normal
do what
people
you do.
can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it, so you dehumanize them. Isn't that the same thing they do in a lot of
Mhm.
different situations? Make it dehumanize them, then it's okay for you to treat them as less than
Mhm.
human.
Yeah.
But of course
Yeah.
that's how they feel. It's not
Yeah, that's
surprising.
So he saves the one girl
Yeah. So yeah,
because she
saves
can't
her
answer his question of where she got the jacket because she's so drugged up.
Mhm.
Yeah. So she remembered an address.
Mhm.
So he gets to go there, and then I think this was to me the funniest part because he goes in pretending to be a cop.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He daredevils his way through the house. Which, when they're in that house, I'm like, this is a perfect Daredevil scene. Did anyone else think that? I'm like,
I
this is
was thinking that.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that, but
No, I was thinking
you're
that,
right.
but then I was like, Liam Neeson's old. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking about the hallways.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Yeah,
a
Liam
perfect-
Neeson can't do a hallway scene. Yeah.
But the kitchen scene I thought was great because,
hmm
he gets the information from him pretending to be, a crooked cop or whatever. And then he figures out which one was the one that took his daughter.
Mhm.
hmm
And just, I love when he's like, you don't remember me? Like,
Mhm.
I told you that I would find you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the look on the dude's face, like, what?
Like, yeah, I told you I would find you. And to me, I don't know. That's just like,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said
And
I
the
would,
thing
and I
is
did.
just to show you on like how cocky that dude is, he didn't recognize his voice.
Well, not until the end.
Until he said, "Hey, do you reckon you don't remember me?"
Yeah. So, he beats them all up, finds Amanda there.
Mhm.
Now, thinking back on this scene, I think she OD'd on her own.
Yeah, when they showed it, I did wonder if she did that on her own too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, going through everything that she's going through, I wonder if she just took it and...
Yeah, that's how.
Yeah, because I was like, they didn't show like the needle or anything in the other scene like with other girls,
Yeah.
but it was like with her, they made a point to show it.
Yeah, which I thought, but then I know she was handcuffed to the bed, so I didn't know, but it did cross my mind that
Yeah.
whether or not she did it.
Yeah, instead of like suffering through.
Yeah.
Yeah, either way, she was unfortunately dead. Which, again, to me... excuse me. To me, I don't know. It really sucks because you always think about it. You're like, I'm watching a movie, but this does really happen.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like...
Yeah.
Nothing you can do about it. But, man, it sucks,
Mm-hmm.
But he does get his daughter's kidnapper.
Mm-hmm.
He goes with some torture by stabbing nails into his leg and hooking him up to the electrical system.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, that's a thing.
That is one way to do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he went on to say, like, we usually outsource this. And then he says that...
Well, because the U.S. government is not supposed to do this.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he said that, but then the countries that they outsource it in, they don't have enough power to keep torching them with the power. So he was like, we have to resort to ripping out fingernails or dropping poison on your skin. But he was like, but in this country, we can leave this on all day.
Which was messed up. So after he figured out that his daughter was sold because she was a virgin, which is also true.
That is also true. Yep.
He turns it on, like electrocuting the guy, and then just leaves.
Yeah, that's messed up.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, eventually his heart is going to explode.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, dude, that's messed up. And he even said, he's like, I believe you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because he kept on asking for a name.
Well, he got the name. He didn't know where.
Oh, where?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
He got the name.
Okay.
But no, he still left that man to die.
Yeah. Okay.
He did tell him he was going to kill him.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, he told him that on the phone call.
Yeah, but that was a rough way.
That was yeah. I thought it'd be like a gunshot to the head or something like that.
Yeah.
Electrocuting him to death is kind of rough.
That's messed up.
He didn't stay for it.
Which I guess means, okay, he's not insane or completely insane.
I don't feel sorry for the guy. It's
No.
messed up though.
It is messed up.
Yeah.
Oh, right. He did get the name because now the next part on how he gets where the guy is.
So he has to figure out where by going to his cop quote unquote friend.
Mm-hmm.
And so this part's kind of messed up too.
Yes, it is.
So he's at their house first, and of course the guy's wife knows him. So she's like, oh, nice, we have a dinner together, blah, blah, blah. And then, he's just like, oh, yeah, this person in your division is crooked.
Mm-hmm.
Are you have a part of this? And his friend's answer I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I just get a paycheck. And as long as my paycheck is this amount, I don't care where it comes from. I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
So that tells me that there's a part of you that knows whether or not you're like within the center of it.
Right. But
you know that you guys are looking the other way on this.
He's trying to have that deniability. Like, no one told me directly what was happening. I just get a cut of the money. You're still just as guilty.
Yeah. I'm like, bro, nah.
Yeah.
So he shoots his wife.
Which is messed up. I was thinking like this lady liked you. You could have just did anything.
Yeah.
You didn't have to shoot her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the dude wasn't gonna do what
Well,
he
yeah.
said.
If he shot the dude, he wasn't gonna.
I know, but it was still just so messed up. I mean, I'm just thinking like the betrayal. She's like, I made you a casserole.
Yeah.
And she didn't know what was going on. I did feel sorry for her.
Yeah.
But it was.
But he
really
said it's
odd-
only a flesh wound.
And then was like, I will shoot her through the eyes if you don't tell me.
Yeah, that's traumatic, man.
Well, he had to make a point like, hey, I am willing to shoot her.
Well, we know he was willing to kill her. I was just thinking like, this lady was super nice to you.
Yeah.
And you shot her.
Yeah. He did say he would also he said he would make his kids so they would be a
He would
widow.
make his kids orphans.
Orphans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna kill him too.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Mhm.
He didn't though, because they did find out where they were gonna be at.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a secret auction.
Yeah.
Just messed up.
So you got all these rich people
Yeah, bidding
on these girls.
on girls, like hundreds of thousands of dollars too.
Yeah, I'm just like, I mean, his daughter went for 500. Well, that's because he kept pressing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he kept pressing the
But
button.
still, like the girl before it was 250, and I'm just like
$250,000.
250 for and I just feel like for some girl you're gonna use up and then you're gonna do it all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the thing is, she's gonna end up somewhere like the UAE or something like that. Like you're not. That's. I mean, I guess that's why you have the 4 days, because you're not gonna find her
Yeah,
after
no,
that.
after the auction that was it.
Yeah.
He has no idea where she's gonna go because when that guy gets done with her,
Yeah.
she's gonna end up being sold to some other person.
Yeah. And it's like you don't know who she got sold to at that point.
Yeah, until she dies.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll probably never find her.
That's sad.
Yeah.
But he finds her. He gets knocked out at one point, and then like the guy running the auction, you mentioned it before. He's the one that's like, "Oh, I understand."
Yeah, because he said he was like, I'm here. Oh, he asked him why
Why-
was he here,
Yeah.
and he was like, I'm here.
Well, it's like the girl that you just sold was my daughter.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
You know, I have a daughter."
Yeah.
But it's just, you have to understand, this is just
This
business.
is just
what do you
business.
mean? It's not just business.
It's just business. It's not personal. I'm like, you know what? I am tired of that line.
Really, I'm like, you can't use that line when you're selling people.
Right.
Mhm.
Like, it's just, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Okay, this is beyond business when you're taking someone else's life.
Yeah. Like, yeah. These are people's lives, right? I mean, these are people's kids. And you can be like, oh, I have a daughter. I'm like, but what if it was your daughter?
Yeah,
Right.
It's okay as long as it's not her.
yeah. Right. Is it just business then? Someone sells your daughter off?
Yeah. Don't get
But we know how people are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had a long history of that, so.
So, goodness. But he gets out of this, takes everybody out. I'm glad he shot the auction owner multiple times,
Mhm.
because I would have.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one, he needed to figure out where they would be. So first he was just injured. He shot him in the shoulder and the leg and
Mhm.
stuff. But then once he figured it out, you know, he was like, oh, it's just, you got to understand. I hated that he kept saying, please understand. Please
Yeah.
understand. We're like,
Yeah.
what do you mean, please understand? What could you possibly tell me that
Right.
would make me understand why, besides my daughter, you are selling these girls?
Yeah.
There's nothing to understand about that.
Yeah. No understanding. And again, without remorse, I would have shot you too.
Yep.
So, yeah. And, you know, then the boat. So he has to chase down the boat and kill everybody on the boat, and he saves his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Which was pretty good action scenes. I would say the action in this movie is pretty good.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
think it was good all the way around, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah. Very, very quick movie. Very quick movie.
Yep.
But I think well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It kept you engaged the whole time.
yeah, it did. Any movie facts?
I have a few. First one is casting. So for Brian, originally it was going to be Jeff Bridges.
No?
Yep, a definite no to
Nope.
that.
Hold on,
Nope.
I gotta Google who Jeff Bridges
There's
is.
a couple of people that.
He's the guy from Iron Man.
Yeah. No.
No.
Yep, nope, absolutely.
Obadiah
It
Stane.
could have been Matt Damon, I think.
Yeah, but then it's just
Yeah, but
Jason
then it would
Bourne.
have been a Bourne movie.
But yeah, still, I'm just saying.
Oh,
You can't
okay.
pick- okay, sure, because he already played the role.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not Jeff Bridges.
No,
No.
I agree. Jeff Bridges was a horrible choice.
Yeah.
Maybe Jason Statham, although his
That's
Yeah.
also
acting's not great.
that's
but we've done
the
that
mechanic
Yeah.
all over again.
No, we done that already. So you just can't name anyone else.
Oh, Transporter.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The-
Yeah, because it was also they were transporting girls and he couldn't do it.
Or what? So what you want me to just name?
Well, you just named.
I mean,
two
you were
obvious people that were
already
movies
in similar.
to this.
Fine, it was not Jeff Bridges.
No, but I mean, are we going for someone who looks normal, who you won't expect to be able to beat someone down? Is that the look we're going for?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe.
because he's
Yeah.
supposed to be like. I mean, I guess he was a spy, but
Yeah.
you know, it's supposed to be like.
I can't think of like an older person.
Oh wait. What if it was George Clooney?
I was gonna say George Clooney.
Uh-huh. I was thinking
I think
Bradley
they did.
Cooper, but I was like, he's too young to play that role.
I'm not
In 2008, it
Bradley
was too
Cooper.
young.
You said what?
In 2008, it was. Too
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, I was gonna go with George Clooney.
George Clooney, yeah.
Yeah,
I can see George Clooney.
Yeah.
we can do Denzel, but then that's just Man on Fire.
Okay.
Or Equalizer.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, because Equalizer,
they
it
can
was
do
also
it. That's
a
why
sex
they got those roles.
Because I was like, that's the plot of Equalizer. Because it was also he saved a girl from a sex trafficking ring from Russia.
I guess this is a thing. Maybe we need to have a division of people that does this.
They have a particularly set of skills.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So some random movie facts.
Okay.
It made $222 million on a $25 million budget.
Oh,
Yep, that's the
Yeah.
facts I had.
that's what you want to see.
Yeah. Liam Neeson didn't really think this was going to be a good movie. He just did it because he got time, was able to spend time in Paris, and he wanted to do an action role, and no one's really offering him action roles.
Okay.
So he's like, okay, I was thinking it was going to be like a straight to DVD affair.
So he didn't think it was going to be anything, and
Yeah.
it became the most memed
Yeah.
role he's ever had.
It ended up being huge.
Yeah.
So apparently someone trained the actress, I think her name is Maggie something or Grace or something. The daughter.
Uh-huh.
You know, she runs like a chicken without legs in this movie.
So they had to train her to
They
know how to
trained
run.
her to run like that.
Oh, because it's weird for you to run strangely.
Because I guess they wanted her to run like that to make her look younger. It's more childlike because she's old as heck.
Oh.
But I'm like, she's playing
when she ran to her father.
With one, she was always running, and I'm like, you saw she runs like your son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
So
like,
they trained her to run like that.
yeah. And I'm
That's
like,
interesting.
his kid runs awkward as heck, but he's also young.
Yeah.
But I'm like, she's supposed to be playing a 17-year-old girl.
Mm-hmm.
17-year-olds run like adults.
They should.
Yeah.
So I don't know why you train her to run like a child when she's playing someone who's
Well, they
practically
wanted her
an
to
adult.
seem more childlike.
Well, then that goes back to the scene that we talked about for a while. Like, do these people that wrote this movie?
Oh, do they know how?
Do they know how
No, they
kids, teenagers
They
are?
do not.
They clearly
Because they act like it was 10-year-olds.
right, because like she was always running, and I'm like, why is she running? She's 17 years old.
True.
Yeah.
Like, what is happening? Yeah, but so they did that on purpose, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense. And then for a total number of kills is 35.
35.
Oh, okay.
That's a lot of people in 4 days.
That is.
Yeah.
All right, nitpicks.
Oh, I had one you didn't mention. Other title names that they were going to possibly use.
Mm-hmm.
One was 96 Hours,
It's a good one.
Okay.
and then the other was The Hostage.
No.
Those are the titles of the movie in other countries.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Cool. 96 Hours would have been cool. But I guess
I don't
Taken.
know.
Maybe because now that Taken is a popular movie, like it fits. But I'm like 96 hours.
But now it
bad.
felt weird when like he's on the phone with his daughter and there she's like, they took her, and he's like, okay, you're going to be taken. I don't. It felt like I'm like, would we say that, or would we say you're going to be kidnapped?
In that situation, I think taken makes sense. What doesn't make sense when he goes to the wife's house and he's like, she's been taken. At that point,
you do say she's been
so
kidnapped.
telling her like you're going to be taken, that fits. Any other time is kidnapped, and they didn't say it.
Yeah,
which is a little odd.
Yeah, they did use taking the rest of the movie.
Yeah. Okay, nitpicks. Obviously, we burned how old this girl is. I just still do not understand why there weren't no 18-year-olds available to be in this movie. Why you had to go?
Well, it's a casting.
She's not a good actress. So the fact that you went with someone that was
she hasn't been in anything good
just doesn't make any sense.
There were definitely other 18-year-olds available.
Yeah. And then we talked about how Lenore is just a bad mother and had the audacity to make Brian feel bad for being responsible. And it was like, I lied to you because I knew you wouldn't have signed. No, I would not have signed off on my child following a rock band around Europe. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Oh, the band was U2.
Yeah, I know. No way I'm following YouTube around freaking Europe. Doesn't make any really. Of all the bands that could have came up with, U2.
Hey, YouTube is a very popular band now.
Not to travel across the country for.
Hey, our two U2 fans, the two U2 fans that's listening to us, we done lost now. If they,
I'm not saying they're
I'm going to ask this the other way: would a European family sanction their 17-year-old to travel across the U.S. to follow a band?
Nope.
No.
By themselves?
No.
Nope. I'm not.
Even though they do, but no.
No, because I'm not saying YouTube makes trash music. I'm saying they don't make them. I'm not about to travel across the country to listen to it. No way. Okay. We talk about this too, but seriously, stranger danger, Amanda.
Yes.
Stranger danger.
Goodness gracious.
I mean, she was just 2 seconds short of giving her government name and social security number.
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Oh, I'm going to sleep with him." I'm like,
yeah. I'm like, okay, yeah.
Right. All right, Amanda.
Yeah. Come back with a half
first night,
baby
right?
Then. So,
right.
Yeah,
first night.
Yeah.
Haven't been in the country 12 hours.
Yeah. Okay. Did anyone care that Amanda was dead?
I mean, no, but I don't think they. I mean, it was kind of sad just because.
But I'm just saying, did what was his daughter's name?
Oh,
Kelly.
Oh,
yeah.
Or
whatever.
Yeah,
like being
Kim.
sad. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Kim. Yeah, she didn't see it,
Yeah,
but I don't know. When do you display that emotion? Because she was
drugged
in it as well.
In it.
I would have said after, like, oh my God, you came for me. I'd have been like, did you find Amanda? I feel like that is a natural next thing to ask because we're friends. We're friends. We went to Europe together.
Yeah.
I would have been like, because Amanda was with me.
Mm-hmm.
Did they tell Amanda's family? They didn't address any of that.
No, they did not address.
I just maybe just a little hint of something of, hey, we're sorry we couldn't save your friend too. Just a little something would have been nice. I'm just saying. Also, another thing I think is weird, and maybe it's a stretch to me. So they land in LA. I think it's weird that she goes away with her mother.
Yeah.
I'm like, first of all, if it was me, I would be attached to my father. If I was him, I'm like, there's no way you're going away with your idiot mother. Yeah. She don't have custody anymore. I do.
Yeah, she's the one that sent you off to Europe to be kidnapped.
Yeah, and I just don't think at this point she'll be like, okay, I'm just gonna go home with mom now. No way.
Yeah.
No way. Like, I just feel like she just would not want to leave her father's side.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So yeah. And that was my last nitpick.
Okay.
Yeah.
My nitpick. He gets shot, right?
Oh, he gets shot.
In one of these scenes, he gets shot, especially on the yacht when he's running away.
Throughout the whole movie, he should have been shot, but it's plot armor.
Yeah, he got a lot of that.
Well, the people that was shooting on the yacht got to be stormtroopers.
They did have like automatic weapons.
Because he dude kicked in the door and started shooting with the automatic. He had to turn around run through the doorway, and then duck under the window.
He missed.
And the bullets sprayed all around the doorway. I was like, no, this dude got shot in the back multiple times.
He got cut and stabbed by the little
Yeah, but
knifey
anything
thing.
that was actually going to threaten his life didn't happen.
Didn't, yeah.
But I mean, that's not unusual for these type of movies.
That's true.
Yeah. It was that particular scene. It was
Honestly,
like obvious to me.
Honestly, if this happened in real life, he dies at the construction site.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he got shot in getting into that car.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets shot while he's driving the car.
Yeah.
I'm like, how your window gets shot out while you driving and you didn't get hit, or the girl in the back.
I mean, it's not impossible. Yo, did we not just talk to someone who said a bullet went through the car
Yeah, that's true, and hit no one.
and hit no one?
Yeah, yeah,
So it's not impossible.
it's not impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah. All right. So are we rating it?
yeah.
I'm gonna give it. I'd pay for that. I think this was a decent movie.
I agree. Initially, when I picked the movie, I was like, I don't want to watch this movie. But as I started watching it, I was like, I enjoyed this movie. So I think it is, and I pay for that. So yeah.
I'm with her as well. At first, I was like, I don't know, I don't want to watch this. And this was my second time watching it, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I didn't think it was a bad movie the first time, but it was like, it's been enough time where I didn't remember every single part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I give it I pay for that.
All right. So that's a unanimous. That's a 4 out of 5 or 8 to 9 out of 10. So
Yeah,
obviously we enjoy the movie.
a masterpiece by 3D Rivals. A 4 out of 5 rating.
So, it's, you know, if you're ever taken, call up Liam Neeson.
Yeah, you need to call someone that has a particular set of skills.
And we showed our particular set of skills reviewing this movie.
Yep, we did.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. All right, so I guess I would like to thank everybody for listening to our review of Taken. What would you do? Would you let your 17-year-old go on a tour of Europe? Let us know in the comment section below, and we will catch you in the next one.